Greetings, friends and family. Today I would like to share with you our Christmas decorations in our dining area and our kitchen. This is the third part of 3 Christmas decorations tours in our home. The first 2 I hope you will get a chance to look at if you haven't yet. Of our living room, front entrance, and then the other one is the stairwell and upper landing. We have a string of lights that we mixed into some ivy. Norm really enjoys mood lighting, so he puts those on early in the mornings when he gets up and sits down in the living room with some coffee and reading news. So he puts these on out in the dining room too. I've thrifted a lot of things this year, and I'd like to share those with you. I enjoy changing vintage glassware and adding some little Christmas collectibles, little figurines in here in the Hutch. Let's go look at some close up. On the bottom of our retro Hutch, I have mostly your friendship pattern Pyrex. I like to keep that collection together all year. I realize it's not red, but it works well. It's colorful, and you can just add some Christmas greenery, and I found a couple milk glass mugs to help make that festive. And I love these glasses. I'm not sure if they're from the 60s or 70s. I really don't know. I'm guessing 60s, but I have quite a bunch of them, enough to even use for drinking out of up in our cupboards, a few extras. And they have this fun mod Christmas tree polka dot effect, but there's a bell that says Happy New Year on one side and a wreath that says Merry Christmas. So when Christmas is over with, I just turn them to the bell that says Happy New Year. So I've always enjoyed having them. I've had those for a very long time. Up here, these are, I believe, left in little chalkware figurines. My brother gave me those. They are very sweet and probably hard to find. Cute little pixie elves. This tree, ceramic tree, is really unusual. It has tiny little rhinestones glued on all over it that makes it light up. It's amazing the light that it picks up. I've had this chalkware Santa for a very long time too, and this little girl, when I found her, she really needed repainting, so I had to do all of the red and the gold on her. Fortunately, I believe her face was okay, but I may have even repainted that too. I didn't have to do her eyes, luckily. And this little girl needed some help too. She's funny. She is falling over because her hat is so heavy. Sure has cute little eyes. A lot of those little figurines are Japan. And these 2 little children are chalkware, and I've had them for a very long time. And here's that tree, so fun. This is a salt and pepper set. Kids dressed up like Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and you probably have seen those in other people's collections. I think it was just a couple years ago that I found those. I enjoy my milk glass vases. They're quite heavy. I do add things to the front, smaller items for the rest of the year, but right now I'm just using the vases in here. This is one of my very first sets of glasses many years ago. I'm so happy to have those. I know you're getting a lot of glare from our patio door because I am doing this in the daytime. Up here, it looks like some of the bubble lights have started to bubble. They will eventually. I just turned them on a bit ago. I found a couple of very small brass deer a couple of Christmases ago, and I believe Norm found this. It's a very detailed, very small nativity, and it is plastic and it is made in Italy. It actually says patent pending on the bottom too. Really detailed. So I've always liked to feature that up here. So we see it when we're eating dinner, and it's none of those things are tall where they hide the bubble lights that Norm really enjoys. That is a small vintage wreath that I've had for a very long time. I just wanted to show you what the bubble lights look like when they're not lit up. They are definitely red and green, not pink like they showed up when they're lit. So that is the hutch. I decided to put all of my spring blossom Pyrex down below simply because it's green. This tray I just thrifted this year. I already had one just like it, but I was happy to find another one. And these two deer, I posted on Instagram. They are quite large. I posted a picture of them actually in the antique shop in Hutchinson, Minnesota. They only wanted $12.95 or $12.50, something like that, in the antique shop, and I knew that was really a steal, but I just was feeling that I didn't know if I wanted to store them because they're two big items, and we've added a lot of Christmas items this year. But I didn't tell Norm about them until after we left, and I showed him a picture of them, and he thought I was kind of crazy for leaving them there since we've discovered that they are getting very valuable on the internet. They come in all different colors because hobbyists did paint them. So there's a lot of variety, and I didn't know if I liked the rust color on them instead of a true red, but I decided they were very worthwhile to go back to the antique store and purchase them. That was what Norm wanted me to do, so here they are. I changed their ribbons that were rust colored, and I decided to put a nicer red. It's a very bright red. It's not a darker blue red. It fits very well. I'm happy that we went back and got them, and I should show you I do have a vintage tea towel that I hang there on this cart every Christmas. Up here are some more fun thrifted items that the first two shelves here are hobbyist pieces again. This little guy was so cute. I was so surprised to find him in good condition at the Goodwill. Up here, this set too I found in September at the Goodwill. Really surprised to find these, and they were like $2.99 each. So they are fun to put on this crazy shelf. This is another pair I found thrifted at probably Family Pathways, the Bears, and I've seen since another pair where they're holding different things. They look slightly different, but I thought they would be fun to purchase because they seem to be getting more popular now. And I've had the bigger set of elves in the back for a very long time. These are all Homeco, and they do have the flat finish. But boy, was I surprised to find these tiny little toddlers this year. $1.25 each at Family Pathways. So that is fun to have the very little kids in front, the little bigger ones in back. And then we found this Santa this year for $2.50. I couldn't believe it. He is not a bank. It is Homeco. He's very, very sweet. Look at those eyes. And I was very surprised this one, compared to other ones I've seen, had a lot of gold accent on him. I'm sorry for my slightly hoarse voice. It is morning. I thrifted both of these glass items just this December. Very cheap. The big fancy faceted one, pressed glass. And this one was tricky. It does have a top you take off there. So I had to get the top filled, put a card over it, and then tip it over onto the bottom that was filled and slide the card out easily. Those are wonderful. New M&M's large mint, dark chocolate mint candies. They are so good. I added some crazy stick-on, actually called wall decor ornaments that I found just last month at Hobby Lobby. They are so sticky, I can't imagine putting them on your wall. But they are three-dimensional. This is an old flocked bow little ornament and an old M&M's candy string. And this is another old wreath, small one, that I used another bell that was from my mother's collection, vintage bell. So that is the dining room wall. I enjoy finding these plastic window decorations. They are very fun. This is a wreath, plastic wreath that I showed in another video of our Christmases past. I believe it showed up there. I really like this one. Very old Hong Kong, I believe. I just love putting greenery on top of our lucite swag lamps. And this is the one that we have for the kitchen and dining area to view. I want to show you a lovely poinsettia milk glass plate that Norm bought for me a couple Christmases ago on eBay because I saw it and thought it was really fun. He liked it too, so that was a gift. Over here in the corner of the dining room, where I have this little vintage gold shelf. I like to change things on this too for the different seasons and holidays, and I just decided to use some of my pretty little milk glass compotes for Christmas. In January, I put out some beautiful ceramic pheasant figurines that are vintage that my brother gave me. They're very, very pretty, and there's something about pheasants, I would assume, for dinner. Not that we buy it or eat it. I'm sure it's very good. I think I've had it at times in our lives. It's very, very good. But my brother hunted pheasants for many, many years in South Dakota. And he does still, even though he's not hunting anymore, he still belongs to Pheasants Forever. I have down here some blow molds, three blow molds. The cookie jar, Santa cookie jar over there is considered a blow mold. I've had him for a very, very long time. And the Santa candle blow mold is really cute and probably a pretty desirable one. We found him, oh, it could have been 10 years ago too. I just thrifted this fun Santa tin. I really thought he was cute to be able to find at the Goodwill just this past week. And last year, I think, no, maybe this year, I found this little guy too, really, really cheap. Little Walker's Santa. He rocks back and forth. Roly-poly. And this is another one of Norm's Santa blow molds. I love this Betty Crocker cookbook to display at Christmas time. That's fun. A very long time ago, I think at a antique show in St. Paul, Minnesota at the State Fairgrounds, I spotted this 50s train cookie jar and thought it was so cute. This is one of my fun doilies. All of these mugs here are left in China. We love to collect these, at least I do. I'm always looking for them. So some of them are cardinals and the rest are bells. I found this, I think, last year. It's a very heavy pressed glass Santa, very weighted on the bottom. I thought he would be fun to put some candy canes in him. He may have come with a red candle in it. I really don't recall. And that's just recently thrifted too, another little candy tree. It's smaller than the one I just showed you behind me. So that one was easy to fill because it had a plastic bottom on it. So that was not hard to fill that one. And I just found this cutie, Mrs. Claus. I'm sorry you're getting some glare from our patio door here. Mrs. Claus, it's a very cute, I'd say it could be 80s, very small little cookie jar. This is a unique gumdrop tree. We found it in the box. It's called Sweet Tree, and we found that many years back at an antique shop that is no longer in business, but it's really unique because of the fun little tray on the bottom. So that's what I have on the countertop for you to see. Let's look over here. Hazel Atlas is the one who made all these punch bowl sets that I just fell in love with for displaying for Christmas. Just loved all the red and green. I put out a few small pictures down below here, 3 of them that were red and green. Looked festive for Christmas. So this eggnog set came with that many mugs. And this one I really love. Has quite a few mugs that I was able to get with that. It's really a lot. And I just thrifted this past summer. It's Victorian and matches the carriage look of this Tom and Jerry set down there. This is a very fun bowl that I use more than just for Christmas. It is wonderful being red polka dot, and I found extra mugs for this. They were only $3 a piece in an antique store last year, so we grabbed like 6 more of them because they were, I think they're probably hard to find. And I did have a few that came with the set, but with the bowl, but it was great to find extras. I just found this wonderful large Santa mug just this month. I was really happy to find some of these very fun Christmas little ceramic collectibles at the thrift stores. I'm not going to remember the prices of them, but we were out of town, St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, Family Pathways. This is a candle. I put a new fresh candle in him. This one came with the candle. So cute. Just Taiwan. A lot of these, but to me they're getting more popular, and I just think they're pretty cute. These are the flat finish ones, and I was able to put a candle in him. Thought his fuzzy slippers were really funny. Here's the other Tom and Jerry set that I do have 4 there and 4 mugs up there. That's the other little picture. And this was my last set purchase, this large holly leaf. And the mugs came with it. 6 mugs. This little Santa set, and they have fur beards. So because I had those and I wanted to look at them out here in the kitchen on the shelving, I asked Norm if we could go to an antique shop called Minnesota Antiques, and they had a vendor that had quite a few sets, and they were really reasonable. I can't remember if they were on sale on top of it, but I thought I got some real deals on some of the cutest pairs, like those and these. So cute. He's whispering in her ear and hiding a gift behind her. So cute. And I think I had gotten these the year before. That's a nice set too. My brother gave me these egghead ones. They're very fun. I had to repair the base of the one on the left as best as I could. I just was determined to display them. They're so sweet. I don't think I've seen them out in the wild, as they say, yet, so I'm happy to have them anyways. And this was also from Minnesota Antiques. Very cute set. A lot of these old things are left in. This little elf I've had for many years. I think I got her for like $3. And that's $1 little Japan ornament I just found. And this was a little lonely Mrs. Claus. No Santa for her. She was just found single. But I enjoy having her. And these are 2 nice glass baked mugs. I found these for 49 cents a piece. A set of 6 of these large holly mugs in back. I don't know who made them, but boy, I really like them. This year, I finally gave in to buying these so cheap, 99 cents, at one of the thrift stores that had quite a few. I've looked at them for years, and I kept telling myself, I have enough mugs, enough Christmas mugs, so you shouldn't be buying more. You don't have anywhere to hang them up, but I weakened and I decided to get them this year. I know they're just getting older and probably going to be more popular again. So here's the other 3 of the large mugs. Now, this eggnog set, I only have 3 mugs for that. So I never think of it when I'm out antiquing or thrifting to remember which one of my sets that I was short of mugs. Not that I need more mugs, but if you go to sell it, you're gonna want probably 6 mugs. These are just a couple more fun Thrifted Taiwan Homeco little figurines, another little candle. This is a very old thin plastic Hong Kong Mr. and Mrs. Claus. I had to repaint them completely. I had to do her entire face. All of their red and black and gold accents. They were on a centerpiece maybe, and somebody just sold them for $2. This eggnog set also, I don't have any mugs. I have mugs that say Tom and Jerry with the carriage on it, but not ones that say eggnog. I just found these adorable little mice for $2 each. They're Homeco. I really liked their sweet faces. I did not realize until I got home that the middle girl, I'm assuming a girl, did not have a little ceramic tree in her hand there. It was broken off and I didn't notice it, but I can glue something on there, like a little ball. I can find a pretty bead that looks like a ball or find a tiny little tree. So I like them. And here's my Jingle Bell set. There's 3 mugs over there and 3 mugs over here. So that is all of my punch bowls. Up here, I thrifted all of this glassware. I'd say in the past couple years, and I just started looking for little candy dishes like this. I really like them. So I found 3 this year that are small, but all of these things except the salt and peppers were gifts from my brother. But all of the green glass, that is called a spooner, and they claim it's antique on the internet. I don't know, but it's beautiful. This is a really, really fun glass of Rudolph. So fun. He's in different positions all around the glass. The 2 creamers, well, a sugar and a creamer, I probably found in an antique shop. But this was just thrifted, really cheap. It's dated on the side. I forget, but could be 80s. And this was really something. This is a Fenton Snowcrest planter that is in one of my thrift haul videos. That was unbelievable. I think I said it was like $3. And that was fun to find. 1979 toothpick holder or votive, not sure. And this is dated on the side too, imprinted. And I can't remember what that was either, but that one I almost left in the store. I thought, do I like that or not? But I just decided, well, we'll try it. We'll see where I can find to put it. And I am so happy I brought it home. It's really cute. And there's some more of my pretty red glass. So I put some different ice slip pictures up here that I enjoy for Christmas. I have 8 of these glasses that were probably from a fast food place. I found them really cheap at the thrift stores, and it took years to collect a bunch. This is one of my favorite Victorian looking pictures. So pretty, even for Valentine's Day, very wintry. That one's pretty festive. There are glasses that go with that one. I have a couple. This one was really unusual with the deer on it. The other one is the stag on the right. It has antlers, but look at the pretty tree. It's funny how it looks snowy, but there's actually leaves on the tree. And I was happy to find that holly one really, really inexpensive last year. Don't see that very often. And there's the larger one with the carriage on that matches a small one down below. And I thought this one was kind of fun. I got a tag in the bottom there for what I paid for it. Very little. And this one is very unique. Different design. Very, very unique. And that one that matches my glasses over there in the hutch. And we have Santa Bindi up here and a vintage elf. Up above I have some Pyrex type bowls and a couple of the fancy red and gold casseroles. Norm was very sweet and wanted to buy me a second one when we saw it. I like the apple bowls. On top of the refrigerator, I have a very fun vinyl ice bucket. It could be 80s or 70s, late 70s. I really have no way of knowing, but I've had it for a very long time. And I do store most of my artificial cookies in there. I wanted to give you a glimpse of how I took out from the basement, mostly, my fancy milk glass pieces that are very big. I've wanted to put them up here for a very long time, but it meant taking down all of the carafes, coffee carafes that I had up there, and finding somewhere to put some of them or donate some, which I did. But I really like this, and especially for the winter, and it really pops against the dark gold wall, which is not good for glass, my carafes, or the ice slip pictures just never have looked good up there. So this is the best idea, but Norm is worried that our cupboards are going to fall down. What do you think? All of that milk glass is very, very heavy, but I just love it up there. Well, now I must show you my cookie magnets. I've put on the refrigerator, and it's probably made the refrigerator door very heavy. I hope I don't break the refrigerator door. I've collected cookie ornaments at thrift stores whenever I could find one. I was so happy. I started out on the refrigerator with just gingerbread boys and girls. And I would just unscrew the little hook in the top, and then I would glue a good heavy-duty magnet on them. Some of them are quite heavy. And I just love looking at them. But what I did last year was take all kinds of other cookies that were not gingerbread boys or girls and decided to add them on the refrigerator too, because they were just piled up on, tidbit trays to look like you had made a big batch of very fancy cookies. And I really didn't get to see them that way. So I decided to go buy some more magnets and add them too. So now I've got all kinds of cookies, trees and candy canes and soldiers, wreaths, stockings, you name it. These are the biggest ones down here. They're really large. And fun. So I really had to use double magnets on those. I just found the deer on the left. It's a very big deer cookie. Bigger in my hand. This one I've had for a long time. So cute. I enjoy that collection very, very much. Back up on this side here. So I hope you got a kick out of those. I have a few more fun cookies that were very tiny ornaments. Those are really little that I made into magnets for over here on the side of the refrigerator for notes. Here's my grocery list. I wanted to show you a crazy new item that I'm interested in looking for right now in the thrift stores. These are candy jars. I'm not sure what all could have come in them because they do come in a lot of different sizes. This is the smallest one that I found. All of these are from this year. So I've really been fun looking around for them. I don't know which ones I'll keep, but I thought if I had a nice variety, I could display them on the kitchen shelving for something different. These two on the end here are probably the most elaborate, and the bottom says, glass on the bottom says made in France. This is really crazy, a cow pulling a sleigh full of presents, and yet he has antlers. So something's goofy there. They have a sense of humor, I guess, in France. Anyways, this looks like a Father Christmas. And that was probably one of the first ones I found. So that's the only one with a gold lid. And right now up here, the only one I'm showing with a green lid is this one. These two are Indonesia, I believe. On the bottom it says that. And these two say Carlton Glass, USA. So I really can't tell you what the ages are of these. They could be 90s, maybe even as far back as late 80s. But I really am having fun looking for them. They're like $1 for the small ones, $1.50, $2. It's just really cheap, and I will do my best to store some small things in them. Up here I hung a cute, tiny little bear ornament because I have an old Japan bear mug up here. I've had him for a very long time. I just found this month, Mrs. Santa Claus. I'm assuming this is very nicely made, and it's very quality for putting in the microwave. It is made in China, but I thought she was irresistible, and I only paid a couple dollars for her too, so that was at Goodwill. So I put a candy cane inside the lid, and this one I just found for $1, and I know this is older because I had it many years ago. So I had already re-thrifted it, but I decided I wanted it back again since I'm making videos now to give you something to look at. This shelf, I was very thrilled to find another fancy reticulated shelf in a town south of us, Cannon Falls, Minnesota. It was in an antique shop and it was half price. The original price was only $18, which I was planning on paying for that, and Norm said, well, look, the booth says half price. So we got it for only $9. Over here I've found all 4 of these things this year. Little individual salt or pepper there. Looks like the pepper. I think those might be Holt Howard. I'm not sure, but pretty popular set. It's just that the mate wasn't there, sadly. But that was a very sweet Santa, and she needed painting. That was cold paint again, the red and the green, so as soon as I gently washed her off, all the paint started coming off. So I had to redo all that. Here's a couple of nice hot pads. So I've always had a clock over here. I thought it would be fun to continue the reticulated shelf look for a change, and I used the same nail. One screw actually is holding that up. It's so lightweight. Those spice tins have nothing in them, so the whole thing is very, very lightweight, and it's screwed down real good with just one screw. Those are a couple of fun hot pads. And I just found this really fun festive polka dot whistling teapot at the Goodwill. Was really inexpensive, and I did try it out. It does whistle. I thought it would be very fun to have here on the stove for you to see for Christmas. I just found these 2 great oven mitts. They were so cheap at a nice thrift store out of town, and I washed them, and Norm threw them in the dryer, which I didn't intend to do, and they came out just beautiful. No problem. Here's another few houses that we decided to collect to put these under the tree, but I stole them for out here because I wanted to look at them. You can't see them very well under the tree. They're just a lot of detail. This one is a repeat way down in the other end. It's the same one. I didn't know I had it already from last year. But the rest of these I found this year. So this is the back of a town hall. They are so fun when you get a grouping of them and line them up. So there's the front of the town hall. And it says town hall up on the top. It's very faint, just under the roof line. I thought it would be fun to have those to look at instead of a canister set for Christmas. Here's some of the hot pads. This one actually has glitter in it. I have 2 like that. Found them a couple years ago. Somebody made them festive. Oh, this one has glitter in it too. I shouldn't say glitter. It's a metallic thread. And I put some more magnets on my hood. More cookies. More hot pads. And reds and greens. I did use a little bit of yellow. Over here, this has been one of my favorites too. Very unusual flower design. That's very Christmassy and February too. The 2 colorful swirl ones are brand new to me this fall. I found them in an antique shop. Couldn't resist. And of course, my favorite snowman. Really cute. I'm glad I found him many years ago. I am really thrilled when I find another mug, and I just found this wonderful China Lefton mug with the cardinals on it. A lot of these, like I said, are Lefton. So I have a variety in here, Christmas trees, and we use them every day. I believe these were my mother's, the green juice glasses. And I just have a variety of thrifted Christmas tumblers in there. And I wanted to show you, this was $1. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. The painting on it all the way around, just solid painting. And it's a very tall, skinny glass. And I found it on the internet after getting home. And it's George Briard tall cocktail glass. I love having these pretty plates in the window. The middle one is beautiful and looks like snowflakes. This tree I just found, little glass tree. It had the ornaments on it, and it was from a thrift store. I like the look of the modern trees. A lot of people do enjoy the bottle brush trees, but I really enjoy these type. This is a little salt and pepper set made in Japan. I found that several years back, most likely an antique shop. I just found this, I believe it's an old Avon bottle. I'm not sure. There was no label on the bottom, but that was kind of fun. We've had these little plastic nativities for a very long time in a lot of different sizes. This was a thrifted acrylic tree last year. I like that. It really glows nice. And these two I found in a thrift store in their original box. They're made in Taiwan, and they're little porcelain bells. Very cute little set. And then I just found this little metallic red plastic tree ornament last year too. I've often had pressed glass pictures in red and green in my window in previous years, but this is fun for something different. Thank you everyone for watching this very long Christmas video. We hope you enjoyed it. Norm and I wish you Christmas blessings to last all year long. Thank you very much for your kind support and comments. We really appreciate you.